If you've always wanted to try a cruise but believed it to be out of your price range, then we have a collection of holidays today that should change your mind. Everything that we're about to show you will cost less than £600. That includes your flights, unless of course you're sailing from the UK, your cruise, and in some cases a hotel stay either side of your cruise. It's great value for money, so if you see something you like the look of, or we inspire you to build your own cruise holiday package, then booking couldn't be easier. Just pick up the phone and give us a call on the free phone number on screen. There are loads of holidays to choose from, but we have 6 to show you today, and we're kicking off by joining the Norwegian Epic.
It's the latest ship in the Norwegian Cruise Line's fleet, and it's going to revolutionise the way people think about holidays at sea. The Norwegian Epic isn't just another cruise ship, it's cruising reimagined, and is probably the most spectacularly innovative ship in the world. On the Norwegian Epic, you can choose from 17 extraordinary dining venues that'll take you through a culinary tour of the world. Whatever your mood or appetite, you'll be spoilt for choice. When they built the Epic, they put so many bars on it, you'll be hard-pressed to try them all in a week. From Shaker's Martini Bar for elegant surroundings, to Ocean's Neighbourhood Bar and Grill for something more casual. Or for the ultimate in cool bars, head to the Ice Bar, one of only 14 in the world and the only one at sea. And you can expect world-class entertainment that will far exceed your expectations.
A team in Miami worked very hard with myself to look at the styles of what people want to see, and of course this has been 2 years in the planning and it's come to fruition on board. On board the Norwegian Epic, Blue Man Group, world famous, world-class entertainment. Also, we've got Cirque Dreams and Dinner, very, very popular item. So it's a first real experience at sea of a beautiful show with some food as well in the Spiegel tent. It's branded entertainment. So as opposed to other cruise lines and you come on board, you get a show each night. You're not sure what the show's going to be, but you know on board you're going to get to see all these great brands that people know. So that way I think we'll get people that are a little bit maybe dubious on cruising will come on board. And in fact, that's happening now. People are cruising purely because of the entertainment, which is a world first.
Outside, you'll find a sports complex taken to the next level with a full-size basketball court and 33-foot-high US-rated climbing wall. And if it's a workout you're looking for, the Pulse Fitness Centre has one of the largest workout spaces at sea. Step into the world of serenity at the Mandara Spa and soothe your soul with a range of treatments designed to relax and rejuvenate. There's a wide selection of accommodation with different levels of suites and staterooms. And it's a ship where every outdoor stateroom is a balcony one. On the Norwegian Epic, there's a place for kids of every age to hang out and have fun, and it's called Recess, featuring play areas and activities for the very young, through to Wii's and PlayStation 3s for the older ones. There's even karaoke and a cool teen club area called Entourage. And for the ultimate in thrills and spills at sea, head to the Aqua Park with its fabulous water slides. It's an ideal way to keep cool on hot days at sea, and it's fun for the whole family. Welcome to the wonderful world of Norwegian Epic. This is not just cruising, this is cruising beyond your expectations.
It's a really lively ship and caters brilliantly for everyone, with the studios for the solo travellers to the courtyard villas for the big groups, and the itinerary on offer is bound to suit all too.
You join your ship in Barcelona and spend a full day at sea before arriving at Naples, gateway to Pompeii and the Amalfi coast. It's then on to Civitavecchia for Rome, Livorno for Florence and Pisa, Cannes in the south of France, and finally Marseille for trips to Provence. On day 8, you arrive back at Barcelona. There is so much to be enjoyed on a stop to Naples. The city itself changes dramatically from neighbourhood to neighbourhood, from chic to shabby, and then back to chic again. Some of Italy's best shopping is to be found here, and dining is always at hand, including Neapolitan pizza. Nearby you'll find Mount Vesuvius, the Isle of Capri, and the magnificent ancient ruins of Pompeii.
Fancy this cruise? Well, here's what it could cost. A terrific price, 7 nights from £599 per person. It's based on 2 people sharing an inside stateroom, and this particular price is for the departure on the 7th of October this year, because their departures go from April to October, but this specific one is 7 nights from £599 on the 7th of October. The brochure price is £847. The exclusive saving of up to £550 per stateroom, that's certainly not to be missed. Exclusive free flights on selected sailings. Exclusive, we love this word, exclusive, $50 onboard credit on selected sailings. And, wait for it, exclusive upgrade to balcony from £99 per person. That reference number, it's exclusive, CU134. Staying with Norwegian Cruise Line, we're hopping over to the Jade. Now, she carries roughly half the amount of passengers of the Epic, but still has fantastic facilities and entertainment.
Norwegian Jade has everything you'd expect from a modern cruise liner. Umpteen restaurants, masses of public space, pools, bars and entertainment. It's bright and it's lively, just the place to holiday. Her 12 decks offer 11 grades of staterooms, from insides to balcony, and even suites and the 3-bedroom garden villa. And as Norwegian like to offer you choices, the dining options are just as varied. The 2 main dining rooms are the Alizar and the Grand Pacific, which between them can seat over 700 guests. All meals here, and in various other cafes and diners, are included in the price of your cruise. But for an extra charge, there are a selection of specialty restaurants to choose from. They offer a range of cooking from fast food to the Far East. Enjoy your favourite Italian in a farmhouse kitchen, gourmet French surrounded by works of art, or a 32-ounce porterhouse in a traditional American steakhouse. After all that food, you might want to get in some exercise time. As well as a running track and sports court, there's a golf cage and, of course, the fitness centre. It's open 24 hours a day and has everything you'd expect. Bikes, weight machines, free weights and treadmills in front of the floor-to-ceiling windows, offering fantastic ocean views. There are 2 main pools on Jade, one designed with kids in mind with shallow areas and a water slide, and the other one just for the grown-ups. After all that, you'll deserve a treat. And what's a holiday without a bit of pampering? Cue a trip to the Yin and Yang Spa and Beauty Salon with its pools and tubs and treatment rooms. When the sun sets, the ship comes alive. And if you enjoy Broadway or Vegas-style shows, you should head to the Stardust Theatre. There are numerous bars for pre- or after-dinner drinks, with many offering live entertainment. And if you want the chance to dance and sing into the early hours, the Sinica Lounge and Nightclub is the place to be.
So the Jade will be your home for 9 nights while you explore the Canary Islands and Spain, if you choose this cruise.
You start your cruise by boarding your ship in Barcelona. Your first 2 days are spent at sea before arriving at Funchal on Madeira on day 4. It's then on to Tenerife, and then Arrecife on Lanzarote, and Malaga in Spain, before arriving back at Barcelona. Madeira is known as the floating garden due to the hundreds of species of flora and fauna that grow here in the lush, fertile environment. Garden lovers should head to the famous botanical gardens, or the old capital of Monte, from where you can basket sledge down into town. A trip to the famous market is a feast for the senses, and here you'll find much of the local produce the island is famous for. Madeira wine is world famous, and you can visit the original factory and museum, where the many vintages can be tested and purchased.
So, do you fancy 5 ports of call over 9 nights? Well, here's what you could pay with Cruise First. It's a terrific price. 9 nights, remember, from £599 per person. It's the Canary Island cruise, the 4-star Norwegian Jade, February to April of this year. And do bear in mind, though, that this particular price is for a departure in March. This is a departure in March. It's based on 2 people sharing an inside stateroom. CU234 is the code that you require. 2 free nights in Barcelona on selected sailings. There's an upgrade to an outside stateroom from only £69 per person, and there's an upgrade to balcony stateroom from £179 per person. You can add nights in Barcelona from £49 per person per night, and regional airports are available. P&O are known for their traditional British cruising experience with afternoon tea and formal nights. Now, before I show you where you could be visiting, take a look at the ship you'll be sailing on.
Oceania is a mid-sized ship with a particularly stunning atrium that creates a real wow, that's linked by grand staircases as well as glass-sided elevators. On the lowest level, a central lounge area and live music from classical to steel bands is played here through most of the day. Her bars, restaurants, shops and lounges have been designed to flow seamlessly through the ship, and this makes for a sociable and informal atmosphere. Bars are a feature on Oceania. There's Magnum's, a lively champagne bar, Winner's, the funky midships bar, and the Yacht and Compass pub. Dining is excellent on board, and passengers will find choice, top presentation and quality in the 2 main restaurants, Ligurian and Adriatic. She also has several other restaurants to try, a bistro by Marco Pierre White, and al fresco dining on deck at the Horizon Grill for great steaks and seafood. She has broad decks with plenty of space for unwinding and relaxing, and 4 pools and 6 whirlpools to enjoy. There's even a sports court ingeniously housed in her funnel. The gym and spa are well appointed and within easy reach, as is the golf simulator. Oceania's welcoming and informal atmosphere makes her particularly popular.
You'll be sailing from Southampton for this cruise to the Norwegian fjords, so you can pack as much as you can carry and not worry about airport queues. Perfect.
This wonderful cruise starts in Southampton, where you head through the North Sea to Norway. Bergen is your first port of call, followed by Andalsnes. It's then on to Olden and Stavanger, before you return to Southampton, where you leave your ship. Bergen is nestled amongst the magnificent mountains that grace Norway's western coastline. The best way to enjoy the picturesque city is to take the funicular railway to the top of Mount Fløyen, which overlooks both Bergen and the surrounding region. Bergen is easily explored by foot and has plenty to keep you entertained. There's a lively fish market and an even better general market along the harbour front, as well as many attractive bars and cafes.
Now, this is a beautiful part of the world, and you can experience it from this low cruise first price. See, I told you it was low. 7 nights from £599 per person. Departures May to August 2012. Itineraries may vary if you go in between those dates, but this particular price relates to a departure on the 6th of May. So put that in your diary. Reference CU334. It's based on 2 people in an inside stateroom. There's free child places available. You can upgrade to an outside stateroom from only £299 per person. You can upgrade to a balcony stateroom from £499 per person. Special single fares, all you have to do is call for more information about those. It's a no-fly cruise, as I say. You can pack as much luggage as you can possibly carry. Now, the next cruise is with Royal Caribbean on the brilliance of the seas. Here's what you can expect from your floating hotel.
Where else can you watch dolphins while traveling in a lift? At Royal Caribbean, we built the Radiance class to let the sights of the sea be the star. Whether you sail on board the brilliance of the seas, the jewel of the seas, the radiance of the seas, or the serenade of the seas, each has soaring wide open spaces and more balconies and glass than you could ever imagine. And each of the ships in the Radiance class has a uniquely themed adults-only solarium with indoor pool and lush tropical foliage. But while you may be content to watch the scenery go by, there's plenty to do when you turn your attention inward. The whole family can play a round or 2 of mini golf, or try your hand at pool on the only self-leveling billiard tables at sea. What What if a pool table could level itself? On our Radiance class of ships, there are some questions you'll never have to ask again.
Royal Caribbean ships really appeal to families, so this cruise is perfect as it's around the Western Mediterranean, meaning that the flights are short and you get to visit lots of different ports.
You board your ship in Civitavecchia, the gateway to Rome, and spend your first day at sea. Your first stop is Gibraltar. Another day at sea follows before arriving at La Coruña in Spain. You then get another day to enjoy your ship before stops at Le Havre for Paris, Dover, and finally Amsterdam, where you leave. Paris continues to be one of the world's most visited cities and is still considered one of the most romantic. Stroll down the Champs-Élysées, where you can sit at a pavement cafe with a cafe and watch as the world passes you by. Take a trip up the Eiffel Tower or shop in some of the world's most amazing stores and boutiques. Paris will captivate and delight all who come here. Rome has an immensely rich historical heritage and cosmopolitan atmosphere, making it one of Europe's and the world's most visited, famous, influential and beautiful capitals. The historic centre of the city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. With wonderful palaces, millennium-old churches and basilicas, grand romantic ruins, opulent monuments and graceful fountains, Rome is also seen as a shopping heaven, being regarded as one of the fashion capitals of the world, and some of Italy's oldest jewellery and clothing establishments were founded in the city. With so many sights and things to do, Rome can truly be classified as a global city.
So let's take a look at how little this could cost. Well, there you go, 8 nights from £599 per person. The Western Mediterranean cruise, it's the 4-star Brilliance of the Seas, May 2012. And this particular departure is on the 4th of May. It's based on 2 people sharing an inside stateroom. There's a free upgrade to an ocean view stateroom. You can upgrade to balcony staterooms from £249 per person. And you can also add nights in Rome from only £49 per person per night. And also you can add nights in Amsterdam from also £49 per person per night. CU 434. The next royal ship that you could holiday on is the Grandeur of the Seas. Take a look at what you could expect from a cruise on her.
This may be one of the smallest ships in the Royal Caribbean fleet, but that doesn't mean the Grandeur of the Seas has a small personality. In fact, as the name suggests, it's pretty grand. This is the atrium, the 7-deck high heart of the ship. There are plenty of places to kick back and relax, which is such an important part of a holiday. But if you want to keep active, then there are loads of classes to get involved with and a climbing wall on the back of the funnel. The kids are also well catered for in the Adventure Ocean Club, and everyone can enjoy the numerous pools. For ultimate relaxation, head to the spa, where a full range of treatments are on offer. Food is a major part of any cruise, and on the Grandeur, you can hit the buffet in the Windjammer Cafe, or dine in the opulent Great Gatsby. There's a range of staterooms to choose from of varying sizes. So whether you're looking for a standard inside or a spacious suite, we'll find something to suit you. But one thing that makes any cruise holiday is a balcony where you can sit and watch the world go by. By night, the atrium lights up and comes to life with lively bars and live music. The Palladium Theatre is the ship's principal show lounge and lays on big productions, all glitz and jazz hands. The South Pacific Show Lounge is where you'll find the comedy and cabaret acts and the ever-entertaining karaoke. But if you want to splash the cash, then head to the casino with its table games and slots. It's a grand ship, and we're sure you'll have a grand holiday on board her.
This is a fabulous cruise for less than £600. It starts with a flight to Mallorca, where you spend a night before cruising for 5 nights to Venice, where you get a day and a night to enjoy this amazing city. Here's where you'll be visiting in between.
You start your cruise on Parmer de Mallorca and spend your first full day cruising the Mediterranean. On day 3, you arrive at Naples, perfect for exploring the Amalfi Coast, Pompeii and the Isle of Capri. Another day at sea follows before arriving at Split on Croatia, and then you finally dock at Venice, where you leave your ship. Croatia is perfect for those who appreciate places that are timeless rather than trendy. You'll find rocky coves and pine-fringed beaches. Fishing boats sit alongside fashionable yachts in pretty harbours where people eat and chat into the early hours. Narrow, winding streets long to be explored, where you can literally feel the hundreds of years of history seeping through the walls.
A great itinerary there, and we have a fabulous price to match it. Take a look at this. 7 nights from £599 per person. Parmer to Venice cruise and stay on the 4-star Grandeur of the Seas. It's based on 2 people sharing an inside stateroom, departing on the 8th of September of this year. CU 534 is the reference number to remember. It includes 1 free night in Mallorca, includes 1 free night in Venice. Add nights in Mallorca or Venice from £39 per person per night. You can upgrade to an outside stateroom from £69 per person. You can upgrade to a balcony stateroom from £349 per person. The price from £599 per person, CU 534. If you're still not convinced that a cruise is for you, then why not try a taster? Now, this is with Celebrity, who will offer modern luxury on the Constellation. It starts in Amsterdam and sails back to Southampton, giving you 2 nights at sea. And there is the price, 2 nights from £199 per person. Perhaps a celebration or something like that, little jaunt away, based on 2 people sharing an inside stateroom, departing on the 5th of September 2012. For people that perhaps haven't tried cruising, just want to have a little taster. CEL 134. Well, that's all we have time for, but don't forget that these are by no means the only cruises that we can find for under £600. So make sure you get in touch. Just pick up the phone and call us on the free phone number below, or log on to our website, cruisefirst.tv, and follow the links. We guarantee that you won't find better deals on the TV or high street. And if you do, we'll give you a £50 future cruise voucher. So come on, what are you waiting for? Give us a call as soon as you can. Oh, I tell you, you don't know what you're missing. Phone now and bag a bargain cruise.